Pat with Blueprint Cabinets here. Now, one of the questions we get all the time, and rightfully so, is where are your cabinets made? Now, I don't tiptoe around it, okay? Ours are built in a specialty facility in a place called Linley, China. Now, I'll be honest, that answer gets mixed reactions and emotions. Some people are totally fine with it. Others look at me like I just kicked their dog. I get it in today's political climate. But here's the cold hard truth, okay? Buying Canadian doesn't automatically mean that it's better quality. So for starters, just putting this out there, I am local. I've lived in Fredericton since I was 2. I'm raising my family here. And when you buy from us, you are supporting our local business. So that's great. But what matters here, what you want to hear is about what you're actually getting. And it's good to feel good about where you're getting something, but you got to be able to live with yourself and what you paid for that given product at the end of the day, right? So, the materials we use are typically not going to be found in comparable kitchens till you're well over double or maybe even triple what we're offering. The obvious ones being that we build our cabinet boxes with 5/8 AA grade finished maple plywood. We use our frames and doors are 3/4 birch or HDF. We got solid wood drawer boxes, dovetailing, soft close slides, lifetime warranty, whatever. What's typically available in the area, which still won't come close to our price point, is melamine or particle board cabinetry. They're going to be using MDF instead of HDF, veneers instead of solid wood. Please do the market research on your own. I would encourage it. I think that's only going to help you better understand the value that we're offering here. But there's more to it than you don't necessarily see as well. So our cabinets are something called CARB 2 certified. So that means that they meet the California Air Resources Board standards. Those are some of the strictest off-gassing regulations on the planet. And if you're selling just to the local market, you don't have to necessarily meet those standards. So I'm not saying others don't, but I'm just saying ours do. We've got no weird smells, no lingering chemical odors or anything like that you got to worry about. The other buzzword that comes up a lot in the cabinetry world is the word custom, right? A lot of people assume that because it's something that's built locally, it's fully custom. And in reality, most cabinet shops standardize their box sizes just like we do, because true one-off custom slows production way down and it's going to drive the price way up. So can you get truly custom cabinetry? And are there some very talented local woodworkers here? Absolutely. I'm not trying to take away from those guys. There are some incredible craftsmanship out there doing some top-notch work. And, they've earned that and they've earned their space in the market. And, if you've got the budget and, the time for that, that's fantastic. Those businesses deserve to thrive. I'm not trying to take away from what those guys are doing. Just most people, myself included, that price tag just isn't realistic. And sometimes the timeline is a challenge as well, right? But there are some people who I think assume that just because something's made in China, it must be inferior. And the reality is a huge percentage of the high quality products we use every day are manufactured there. You've got your phone, your computer, components in your vehicle, if not your complete vehicle, luxury, handbags, designer clothes, you name it. I guess the manufacturing alone, the location doesn't determine the quality. The standards do, right? So I think it's a bit like how people viewed Japanese manufacturing in the 1970s. There was skepticism at first, and now Japan is known for producing some of the most reliable products in the world. I think we're in a similar place with China today. There's an obvious transition that's happening to some other countries. Can China produce low-end products as well? I'm not here to debate that they can't, but I think you got to look at both scenarios, right? So the truth is that, any country can produce both high and low quality products. If you look at the automotive industry, for example, there's been some American made cars that are great and then some that didn't quite have a great reputation for being particularly reliable, right? So I think it comes down to materials, oversight, and standards, and not just the country on the label. So that's it. That's your TED Talk for today. Thanks for listening to me rant here. If we can help with your kitchen, if you're still interested in having us do something for you, please reach out. I'd be happy to help and talk. Thanks very much, guys. Bye-bye.